Hello, but I hope we're all doing well. Welcome back to a weekend CSGO video, and I hope you guys all enjoyed this one all around a crazy story that was brought to me on a fateful date of April 20th, otherwise known as 420. I want to give you guys the background story, but if you want the full background story of exactly how this craft of the number one lowest float dragon lore in the game of CSGO was made, I will link Jesus, my boy's video down below as he goes into great detail. He makes sure to mention a lot of equations and kind of that boring, nerdy stuff for all of you. I will give you the background, though, of how this story found its way to me on that fateful day many weeks ago now, and why I'm covering it now is because, well, it's still a pretty crazy story, and I had nothing else to talk about. But this story was brought to me on a fateful 420, and I held it off until now. Jesus' video published yesterday. I thought, you know, why not just throw my own video about how it came to me, brought to me by a man named Matty Ice. We could already tell by his name he was a legend, and I knew when he slid into my DMs and linked me this thread, it was going to be something good. Linking to me the Global Offensive Trade thread, if you guys have been there. I've never visited it really too frequently, but yes, it did link to a crafter out there who spent over a year crafting the single #1 lowest float dragon lore in the game, even beating out McSkillet's craft, which took him 6 months to do back in the day when he first published that as well. So this beats out that, and in doing so, it not only becomes the single lowest float in the game for a dragon lore, but on top of that, he even calculated how to get in the float pattern Elite 420-69. So for one day on that fateful April 20th, it was for sale for $42,069.69. It did not sell, but he also tells us his backstory as to exactly how it did happen, and it was pretty crazy. We'll get into that in the back half, but meanwhile, when me and Maddie were going back and forth about this, Maddie came forward to me and told me he was lit as heck that day on that 420 day, and that's why he had sent me this heckadank story. So after I freaked out, Maddie did respond, and he was somehow under the substance so far, or whatever he was on, he didn't even realize he had sent it to me and began to freak out that it was actually me that was talking to him. And so we freaked out a bit back and forth. And so we kept freaking out for a while. And one last shout out to Matty Ice for sending me this. If I did cover it right away, like I probably should have, and just huge thanks for the story. And I hope your April 20th was a good day, as it did seem it was for you. But it does bring us very lastly to the post of this guy and how he did craft this. It did take him over a year, as he said, of scheming and trying to find the right items for this. Again, Jesus goes into great detail about, of course, the float patterns he would need to look for to craft this unbelievable craft. Along with that, the thousands upon thousands of dollars he would have to spend in order to do this. And most importantly, he also thanks his entire family. He thanks all the people who actually got him the trades he needed for, of course, his trade up as well. The two that I wanted to point out was the fact that someone traded him a super low flow M41S Knight for $300 on OP skins, which many of you guys know they are no longer anywhere close to $300, at least on Steam. Of course, on OP skins, it's worth a lot more USD compared to Steam prices, but either way, ever since then, this has obviously taken over a year. Knight prices have also skyrocketed for these kind of trade ups, but my favorite one as well, he even shouts out his goth girlfriend. And that is how this ultimate meme weapon had been crafted. It's just been crazy to see, of course, dedication of many people out there in the CSGO community, the time they invest. This guy put over a year of his life into finding these trades and finding these particular trades for this actual trade up to happen. And of course, upon that, the money needed as well. The wealth in this community is also pretty shocking. For people to have this kind of time and this kind of money on their hands just to make a meme weapon like this is pretty insane. So will this continue in the future? I'm sure it will, and especially with guys like this out there who are dedicated to making the ultimate meme weapon. So congrats to you, Swagster69, but thank you also to Matty Ice for sending me this story, and all of you guys who send me stories like this that are always fun to cover every once in a while, apart from CSGO news. But as always, I will see you guys back here Monday breaking down tournament and actual CSGO news. I hope you guys all enjoy your weekends, be safe, and don't get as high as Matty Ice.